living this culture is much more simplistic than what people think. And what attracted me about this culture is the relationship that the father had to the youth. It wasn't about
So you knew about that before you were getting this knowledge? Before you knew about the actual culture, that's something that was at the forefront? Or
no, what I was interested in is what was in the music. That interested me.
Right.
But then when I started to learn more about the culture, what attracted me was the relationship that the father had with the youth. So you think about it, some of those pictures that we see with the father, he was in his understanding ciphers. Right. How many people are in their understanding ciphers where you have young people skipping school to be around them? You couldn't have been corny. You couldn't have been judgmental. You couldn't have been none of these things, but you also had to be firm. So you think about that, it's like, man, he was doing things that you normally don't see with a person of that generation and then the younger generation, where he would have to tell them, yo, you need to go to school. If you are out here and got warrants or whatever, or you need to correct something, you need to go turn yourself in and deal with that shit. You know what I mean? And seeing that, like, you got these young people traveling to go see you and you're locked up. You know what I mean? That always amazed me.
Right.
And that's what attracted me. Like, man, he has a special relationship with the younger generation. You know, where you had to have patience. You couldn't have been corny. You had to be firm, and you had to be giving them proper guidance at the same time. And you oftentimes don't see that. And that being a hallmark of who the 5% is, I knew that this was the type of culture for me, because I saw some of those things in my life. You know, my old Earth, she's born on June 13th. You know what I'm saying? And she was a community advocate. She was the head of a recreation center in my city. And she was a mother figure to many children that didn't have that in her life.
Inf Mega did this.